Welcome everyone. Here in this class we will be seeing how to do the back cross. In the previous classes we have seen the test cross. We have seen test cross for monohybrid as well as for dihybrid. So now another type of cross which we have is back cross. First was test cross, then we have back cross. Here test cross was done to know the genotype of the unknown. We were doing the test cross to know the genotype of the unknown. The ratio was given and with the help of that ratio we were identifying which is the genotype. We were identifying the genotype. For example, in monohybrid, if the ratio is 4:0, then the genotype will be homozygous dominant. If the ratio is 1:1, then the genotype is heterozygous, and if the ratio is 0:4, then the genotype was homozygous recessive. So by taking the ratios, by seeing the ratios and doing the cross, we will be able to know the genotype. So that was what we have seen in test cross. Now we have another type of cross, that is back cross. Now test cross was done to know the genotype of the unknown. Why we are doing the back cross? We are doing the back cross to improve the breed of organisms. To improve the breed. For example, if a plant has one character, we don't want that character in another generation. If a plant has a certain character and we don't want that character to be expressed in next generation, then that means we have to improve it. We have to remove that unwanted character. We have to remove that unwanted character. So to remove that unwanted character and to improve the breed, we will be doing the back cross. For example, if we have a plant, if we have a parent with this characters, we are crossing it with this. If we have a plant with this one and this one, a plant is having this characters, that is we have crossed a plant with this characters, but we don't want this recessive characters to be expressed in next generation. We don't want recessive characters to be expressed in next generation. Here this is one plant T and T, that is heterozygous. This is heterozygous. Now this is homozygous. This is homozygous recessive. Homozygous recessive. So but we don't want these recessive characters to be expressed in next generation. We don't want this recessive characters to be expressed in next generation. Or for example, in this also we have one tall and one short. That is at some point, not in the first generation, but at some time this short, that is recessive character can be expressed. But we don't want this recessive character to be expressed in the next generation. We don't want this recessive character to be expressed in the next generation. Then we do back cross. We have to improve it. How to improve it? By removing this recessive characters. By removing the recessive. So how to remove that recessive? So we have to cross the parent. We have to cross this with a homozygous dominant. This is the condition here. We have to cross it with homozygous dominant. Whichever plant, whichever breed we have to, that is we want to improve. Suppose if we want to improve a breed, so whichever breed you have to improve, that breed should be crossed with homozygous dominant. If you cross the breed with homozygous dominant, then the breed will improve. In the back cross, in test cross we were using homozygous recessive to know the genotypes of the unknown. Here to improve the breed of the organism, we cross the organism with homozygous dominant, another homozygous dominant. We cross the organism with another homozygous dominant. For example, if a plant is having capital T, it can have three genotypes. It can have three genotypes: capital T, capital T, small t, and small t and small t. We don't want recessive characters. So if we cross it with this now, we get all the recessive characters, there is no need. So here we can get the recessive character. Here recessive character will be expressed. Here recessive character will be expressed. We don't want these recessive characters to be expressed. We don't want these recessive characters to be expressed. So what we will do? We will cross this. We will cross this with homozygous dominant. We will cross this with homozygous dominant. For example, I am taking this. I have this plant, one parent is heterozygous, but I want only this to be expressed. I don't want this to be expressed. So what I will do? I will cross it with homozygous dominant. Homozygous dominant means both capital T, same type. Dominant means capital T and both of them are same. So here if I cross it with this, now what gametes I will get? What gametes I will get? This capital T, small t, this will be capital T, capital T. If I make the cross here, capital T, this capital T and this capital T and small t. See here, this I get capital T, capital T. If this and this, capital T, capital T. If this and this, capital T and small t. This and this also capital T, small t. Capital T and small t. But here the plant will be tall. Here also the plant will be tall. Here which plant? Even if it is having recessive character, but this plant will be tall only. This will not be expressed. This recessive character will not be expressed. Here also this recessive character will not be expressed. It will also be tall because T is dominant. T is dominant. So now I didn't want this character. So if I have crossed with this one, recessive one, then I would have got the recessive characters. So we don't want this recessive characters. To improve the breed, to remove those recessive characters, what we have to do is we have to cross this with homozygous dominant. We have to cross this with homozygous dominant. For example, if this T and T, small t, this, I don't want this to be expressed, then it should be crossed with capital T and capital T. So what gametes I get? This is small t, capital T, capital T. If I put it, the small t on one side, capital T on another side. So graph, if I make the graph, this will be small t, capital T, small t, this also capital T, small t, this also capital T, small t, this also capital T, small t. So now all of them are having capital. So this plant is also tall, this plant is also tall, this plant is also tall, this plant is also tall. So all of them we are getting is tall plants. There is no dwarf plant. There is no dwarf plant. There is no recessive character. Recessive character is not expressed. So if you want to improve the breed, that is if you don't want any recessive character to be expressed, then we do back cross to improve the breed. We are improving the breed. How we are improving the breed? By removing the recessive characters, homozygous recessive characters. So to remove this homozygous recessive characters, or generally if we define it, so why we do back cross? To improve the breed of the organisms. And how can we improve the breed of the organisms? By crossing the genotype or the parent, by crossing the genotype with homozygous dominant, crossing this genotype with homozygous dominant, crossing this genotype with homozygous dominant, Crossing this genotype with homozygous dominant, we get all dominant characters. None of the recessive characters will be expressed, and we have improved the breed because we have removed all the recessive characters. So this is how we do back cross. Back cross is done to improve the breed of the organisms. And what is the condition to do back cross? So we have to cross the genotypes with homozygous dominant. All the genotypes should be crossed with whichever genotype you want. So that should be crossed with homozygous dominant. Okay. So this was about back cross.